Since the beginning, we've constantly been searching for unique homes with stories to share. We've gotten access to world-renowned architects, designers, and creatives that simply see the world differently and are willing to break the norms to create something that stands out and give an experience that only they can provide. Max is one of those individuals. This is his and Nobel LA's newest project in Hollywood Hills, a home that is full of detail, design, and precision, all while giving you the panoramic views of Los Angeles. In this episode, we'll take a deeper look to understand its architecture, palette, and the lifestyle it provides. There's so much to see, let's dive right in. Welcome to this extraordinary estate. We're going to start our tour with this grand Motorcourt. Gates open up to this spacious area, and the driveway here takes you down to the lower level where we have the subterranean garage. Now, the scale of this property is insane. Built on a hillside with all these massive retaining walls, and it's a 3-story modern home with shrunk stone, steel, and wood elements. I mean, look at that entry for a second, how it leads you to the front door. And before I talk more about the house, I actually want to talk about the rest of the carport. We have a steel cantilevering carport section here, and below the carport, we have some incredible cars. To my left, we have a Pagani Huayra Imola 105 worth around $8 million. And to my right, we have a Bugatti Supersport 300 Plus 1 of 30 worth around $7 million. And I want to give big thanks to Zach with TBTFW for providing these cars for our shoot. And what a backdrop behind me.
It's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And we've seen this Bugatti a couple of times as well.
I've driven this car in Dubai a few months ago. People are gonna assume we brought the same car to Los Angeles, but it's actually a different one. So far, we've seen 3 Supersport 300 Pluses, which means we've seen the 10% of the global supply so far.
That's insane to think about.
Yeah, that is insane. And what a carport. And Cody, can we come over to this side? What a view right off the entry of your property. This is insane. Now, let's turn to our left so we can talk about the entry of this home. I love how they use granite and these floating steps with fire features, built-in planters to set the mood as you walk up to the home. Look at this reclaimed wood ceiling and how it covers the entry of the garage as well. And then you have these bulky steel columns and beams basically framing the house. And I just love how industrial and how primal these elements feel. And then again, you have these beautiful steps taking you up. In fact, let's go up for a second. Again, you have your landscaping here, another fire feature, and they have this beautiful portal opening where you can see your backyard. And when you turn the corner, you have your stone door opening up to the entry. Let's go inside.
My name is Max Nobel, born and raised in Ukraine, was into design since I was a child, built my first 13,000 square feet home when I was 19 years old, and right after that I understood that I don't want to build in Ukraine anymore. I want to move to Los Angeles, which is the best place that combines the landscape, combines this amazing weather, all the furniture, all the design elements, all the architecture, everything that you see here was created by us. It's been challenging, complicated, but here we are at the newest and my favorite project so far from everything that we did.
The entry of this property is so intimate. we have this massive pivot door opening up, and the back section of this door has this dark glass paneling, and they have the same glass paneling on this side as well. Beautiful marble floors, and as soon as you walk in, the first thing you see is this water feature with a sculpture on top, lit up so nicely, setting that Zen contemporary feel as you walk into this home. Now, this piece was made by Julian Voss, custom designed for this property, and it's an amazing backdrop for the entry. I also love that we have a picture frame here facing the Motorcourt, and it's just a beautiful art piece that complements this home. Now, off of the entry, we have this really nice bar area, elegant seating on this side, and before I cover all these rooms in details, I want to talk about the specs of this property. So we have 5 bedrooms, 7 full, 2 half baths, 14,000 square feet of interior space, built on a 1-acre lot, on the market for $44,500,000. And I want to give big thanks to the designer and the developer of this project, Max Nobel, and his team at Nobel LA for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this stunning estate in the description of this video. I am beyond excited for this tour. We're looking at some incredible views, but now we got to continue our tour with this seating area. It's off of the entry. We have amazing ceiling height here, beautiful chairs, and a custom indoor fire pit right in the center. Look at the marble fabrication here with a brass center section, and the same brass continues on this feature wall here, creating some separation between the seating area and the staircase that's on the back. Now, turning to the other side, we have this stunning backdrop, beautiful bar area, and look at this island for a second. This is actually made out of structural glass, so it's super strong, very contemporary. Look at the way the light is reflecting off of this countertop here. And on each side, we have these retro speakers by Wilson Audio complementing this bar section. And who wouldn't want to have a really nice, elegant, open bar area off of the entry of their home?
Honestly, and it's super cool how the glass gives these different colors depending on the way that you look at it. Paired with the green speakers, it's super funky, super eye-catching. I dig it.
I agree. And I also love that they have vertical LED strips behind those glass columns, and paired with the wormwood paneling, it has so much dimension to it. In fact, let's get a close-up. It looks so contemporary, even the stainless steel hardware, how it's minimalist, decorated so nicely. What a backdrop for your bar. And then on the other side, we have the structural glass island, and they have a stone-clad door here. And check this out. This is how it opens. They have so many hinges and these string hardwares, I'm gonna say, that holds the door because it's so heavy, but it closes very easily. There you go. It is super cool. Cody, follow me this way because we have an amazing powder bathroom on this side. Same marble floors are also here. In fact, they also use the marble on the walls with these aesthetic cuts, giving more dimension to the room. You have the toilet on this side, and then look at this custom vanity. This was chiseled out of a marble block, and the fabrication, how they get this texture. And Cody, let's get a close-up. Look at all these different sections and insets within the vanity, and then it's a ceiling mount faucet.
That's cool.
It is cool, and they brand everything. Their towels, every single room has a specific candle. They love setting the mood for each one of the spaces, and this is a beautiful powder bathroom. Now, leaving the bathroom and going to the other side, we have another surprise. This glass enclosed section opens up to the wine cellar and has to be one of the coolest wine cellars we've seen recently. Again, the same marble floors, beautiful wood paneling, floating shelves. Look at the ceiling here. It's all starlight, and we have some bare bricks here, another picture window facing that dramatic Motorcourt and the driveway. Such a fun space, huh?
It's really cool. I like that the wine cellar actually has a window because most of the ones we see are pretty dark, pretty intimate, so this is nice.
Exactly. A lot of times they're in the basements, but in this case, it's part of the show or part of the entry experience. Now on the other side, we have another elegant seating area that is furnished so nicely. I love this Minotti couch, 2 chairs, minimalist coffee table in the center, and between the plaster ceiling and the paneling on the back, room has a lot of warmth to it, and even more importantly, the entire corner opens up, automatic sliding glass doors pocket in, and you flow straight to the outdoors, and you can access to your backyard, infinity edge pool, and city of Los Angeles is right below you. This is incredible. Now, follow me back in so we can continue our tour. We just finished the entry. Now, going to this side, we have the first staircase for this house. Obviously, it's very modern, steel frame, open threads. I love these steel vertical slats that create some separation. It's just a beautiful architectural detail that is nicely incorporated to the floors as well as the ceiling. And if you look back to the staircase, of course, we have glass railing, and these leather wrapped handrails are so exquisite. It's like a piece of art, and I love it. It looks gorgeous against the plaster walls.
It really does. It's almost like holding like a baseball bat or like a golf club, something like that.
A very elegant one though.
Very, very expensive and elegant, that's for sure.
Exactly, and obviously the staircase goes straight up to the primary bedroom as well as the lower level. Now follow me this way so we can check out this grand, elegant living room, which is just a fantastic space. I mean, where do I begin with the details? The volume, furnishings, textures, details used in this room, and the seating area here is connected to the kitchen, dining area to my back, and we have so many details here to cover. First, I want to talk about the seating area. We have a massive coffee table here, marble section to the left with a circular attachment. Then we have the brass section here, minimalist Minotti couches complementing the room so well. Your 2 chairs, great volume. Look at the ceiling light here. And of course, the entire room seamlessly opens up to the backyard and to these amazing views. And the focal point of this room is this gas fireplace. You have the stone section on the bottom, and look at this curving curtain brass detail that runs up all the way to the 2nd floor ceiling. Cody, can you even capture it in the frame?
Barely, you look tiny.
It is incredible. Another custom piece done by Nobel, and it looks stunning. It almost looks unreal. And what a seating area next to your kitchen. In fact, let's take everybody there next. We take few steps to come up to this kitchen since it's a little bit more elevated, and most of the kitchen is fabricated out of travertine. In fact, this island is exquisite. Between the geometric angles, aesthetic cuts, fabrication, and the texture of the stone, and all these details coming together make this island one of a kind. I love this piece, and also appreciate that they brought the circular stone attachment detail to the island as well, just like the coffee table that we saw at the living room.
Yeah.
So there's a continuity, and what a piece.
It's super, super nice. We usually just see marble everywhere in these kitchens, so it's a nice, unique thing to see a kitchen covered in travertine.
Without a doubt. And travertine is an ancient material known for being very resilient and strong. And it's just it gives this kitchen a nice grounding feel. And on top of that, we have more exquisite details. Look at the reclaimed ceiling. The pendant lights here. These lights look like exquisite jewelry pieces, the way they are stitched with leather. I mean, it looks gorgeous. And then we have more travertine on the back, more details to cover. And actually, Cody, let's turn this way for a second. To complement the seating area here and the kitchen, we have a beautiful art piece done by our dear friend Ray, Crime by Design, and it looks beautiful against the matte plaster finish that we have on the wall here. Now, before we talk about the rest of the kitchen, I also want to showcase this room to everyone. We have a small pantry here, built-in appliances to the left, some open shelving with LED lighting, and then at the end, we have a door that opens up to a walk-in fridge.
Whoa.
Now they just completed this home, so the fridge is not currently hooked up yet, but what a nice space that complements your kitchen, and we have more to see.
I don't think I've ever seen a walk-in fridge in a residential home before.
You haven't?
I don't recall.
It is a nice touch. I mean, when you have an exquisite home like this, you want to have as many amenities as possible. Obviously, we have a show kitchen here, and we have more to see on the other side. Now, we're facing the base cabinets. They have hot roll steel as the finish on the cabinetry, which is something different.
Hold on. Explain hot rolled steel to me, because I genuinely don't know.
To be really frank, I also don't know exactly how they do these hot roll steel finishes, but it's essentially, it's a raw metal. Oh. So that's why you have the patina, and It goes really well against the matte plaster and the travertine, so you have a nice strong contrast. And then on top of that, we have an exquisite custom brass handle here with this beautiful texture. This is your freezer, Mila. And we have more to see. Come this way. Gaggenau cooktops. Now we have gas cooktops on each side, built-in vents, induction in the center, so it's this nice contemporary finish. In fact, it is nicely recessed in to the countertop here as well, so it looks a little bit more minimalist.
Now I'm curious, when you have gas, like why do you need induction or vice versa?
It's a preference. Depending on the type of pan or pot that you use, sometimes induction can be better. I personally like gas more, but it's nice that you have both options here.
That's true.
Now, continuing our tour with the kitchen. Again, you have beautiful travertine throughout. You basically have this nice portal here, open shelving with LED lighting, beautiful texture that comes from the stone, and then turning to the other side, we're back to the all travertine fabricated island. In fact, Cody, let's open up one of these drawers. Look at the fabrication here, how the cabinet is incorporated to the stone.
That's very nice.
Yeah, fit is basically perfect. And then coming to the countertop here, we have more recessed in sections for cutting blocks. This is why I love Max so much. Even his cutting blocks are custom made for the house.
That's pretty cool.
That is super cool, right? And more importantly, from this kitchen, you get to enjoy these unobstructed views. I mean, we have the seating area in front of us, all the way to the Infinity Edge pool and city of Los Angeles. This is super special. And coming back here, we have the main sink, travertine countertops, stunning kitchen.
It's a really stunning kitchen, and I've asked a lot of questions already in the kitchen, but I have one more. Since you have this unfilled travertine with all these holes and stuff, like how tricky do you think it is to clean once you get food or liquids, anything in there?
That's actually a really good question. So this travertine has been treated, baked in an oven, so it's sealed really well. Now you got to keep the crevices nice and clean, and it may require a little bit of maintenance, but for the most part, you should be okay. And truth be told, this is your show kitchen. You actually have another kitchen, which is behind me. Look at this travertine wall. Again, this stone has so many different crevices and beautiful textures. Then we have these aesthetic cuts, and your concealed door opens up to the chef's kitchen. All stainless steel cabinetry from the base cabinets all the way to the uppers. Then we have a massive Wolf gas cooktop here, stainless steel backsplash. It's a good sized chef's kitchen. I like that. It's intimate. That way you can go from one side of the kitchen to the other between the countertop spaces very easily. And to the left of Cody, we have a door that opens up to the secondary staircase, so your staff can quietly access the chef's kitchen, and whenever the food is ready, they can just take outside. Now, leaving the kitchen, I want to take everybody to the other side of the home. But before we do that, I want to showcase this beautiful marble planter that is incorporated to the stairs here. This is insane, with an olive tree right in the center.
It's so cool. I just love that everything in this house is completely custom. Nobody else has it.
Custom, curated, such a unique piece. And going to the other side, we have this exquisite dining area, Stonehenge table, seating for 8, beautiful leather chairs, the light fixtures, reclaimed ceiling, and this backdrop. I mean, what a special moment. What an amazing area for you to sit down, have a meal, and I just like this dining area a lot.
I really do too. And when we were doing the research for this property as well,
I know where you're going with
this.
this.
You could see the renderings of this exact space, and like seeing it in person now, it is like spot on. It is insane how realistic those renderings are compared to this. And it's just, you don't see that very often in development.
Well, this is how Max and his team design. They get these super realistic renderings, but they're technical drawings as well. And then they follow it through between the finishes, details, all the way to the furnishings. That's why when they give you a design or a rendering, they follow through with it. You get that exact space, which is kind of fascinating. I think we're always thinking about renderings as like, it will be 90% close.
Exactly.
But you want to leave that 10% variance. Not with Max. This is how it looked on rendering, and this is how it looks in real life now.
It's super impressive.
It is really impressive. And Cody, let's go this way. Sliding glass doors open up to the backyard. Again, this backdrop here with the glass paneling, LED lighting, travertine shelves. How it's decorated? Beautiful backdrop here. Follow me this way. Now, This is the secondary staircase. To my right, we have a hallway that takes you to the chef's kitchen. And this is technically your utility staircase because it goes down to the lower level where we have the subterranean garage. Plaster walls, light fixtures here are beautiful. Your stainless steel and glass elevator that goes to all 3 levels. And then going this way, we have 2 rooms to see. The first one is this full bathroom. And yes, you heard me correctly. This is actually a full bathroom. There's a shower on the back. But first, can we talk about this vanity? How they used a marble block, chiseled it, polished it. So this texture here is actually really smooth. And Cody, let's get a close-up as well. They carved the sink with Nobel branding, ceiling mount faucet. Check this out. Fancy. Of course, we have the candle here. And this vanity technically works as a separation between the toilet area and the walk-in shower. In fact, meet me on the other side. This is insane. Who designs a bathroom like this?
I've never seen a powder full bathroom like this.
It's like a primal experience. You have beautiful marble throughout with this lettered finish, rain head above. You can access it from each side. What a crazy, crazy bathroom. And then on the other side, if we go back to the hallway, we have the office. Now, the reason that bathroom was a full bathroom is because you can turn this room into a bedroom if you need to. Currently staged as an office, and I think it's a better call. In fact, look at the desk setup here. Your chairs, your desk is all wrapped in this beautiful leather. This is stunning. Look at my backdrop with the wood paneling, LED lighting. It's a really nice office.
I love it. It's very, very Hermes.
Very Hermes. Funny enough you say that. It made me think of those battery packs that we saw in Dubai.
Yeah.
Imagine just placing them right here subtly. And let's actually turn to the other side. More built-ins here, beautiful brass shelving, some cabinetry, accessories, details. Of course, even your office just flows to the backyard. The first floor of this property is stunning, so many unique and custom details, and we still have so much more to see.
I've been told many times in my life that what I do is the easiest job in the world. You have to buy the land, you have to do the plans, hire a designer, hire a GC, they build all for you, and you just sell it. That's it. Easiest job in the world. Please don't be a developer. It's the worst nightmare job in the world. You can do it only if you love it so much and if you will enjoy the end result like this. That's the only passion that can drive you from the beginning to the end. This lot is 1 acre and it sits in 2 cities, West Hollywood and Los Angeles. It took us 5 years in the city just to get through the permits. And then it was finding the financing, which was incredibly hard, and only with help with Emil I could have do this.
For a partnership to be proper and balanced, you have to get into projects that have enough room that everybody can make money and be happy. Both parties have to walk away from the deal feeling they have a fair share and a fair shake in the deal.
So we're on the hillside here. To get this beautiful view of Los Angeles, most of the view lots are on the hillside. So to create your flat surface, we had to excavate a lot of dirt, we had to dig into the hill, we had to install over 100 caissons here, each from 50 to 60 feet long, and then 3 retaining walls back to back just to support the structure. The structure itself is all metal and concrete. And this was probably one of the most challenging parts of this work before we got into the finishes. So it's just an amazing process that you're gonna hate every day of your life, but you do this only if you're ready to see the end product like this.
The backyard of this property is really special, and wait till you see the views. But for now, I want to start on the right wing where we have this minimalist architectural outdoor kitchen. In fact, look at the bar area here where we have the structural glass supporting this section, super cool. And the rest of the kitchen is all stone fabricated, very minimalist, gas grill, fabricated sink, and we have the fridge on this side. Definitely a good size outdoor kitchen that complements the backyard. In fact, Cody, let's pan to this side for a second. Look how much grass space we have at this backyard, the length of it. And normally in Hollywood Hills, homes feature small backyards, small decks, because building on these steep hillsides can be very, very expensive. And sometimes it can be challenging to have a big backyard. But in here, developers spend the money, put the caissons to extend the backyard. That way you have your infinity edge pool, you have your indoor-outdoor flow, but you also get a grass space that we're going to showcase in a second. But for now, let's pan to this side. Office opens up. There's actually a concealed door here opening up to a full bathroom where we have a fabricated sink, marble floors, open walk-in shower, everything you need since we have the pool on this side. Now next, let's check out this covered seating area, fabricated marble fire pit right in the center, couches on each side, great ceiling height. We also have the dining area perfectly flowing to the space, and you have fantastic views. I love that they brought the same reclaimed wood detail to the exterior, so there's a nice continuity. And then let's not forget these massive I-beams holding the roof structure here. And then you go to the other side to your Baja shelf. I've never seen a detail like this before in a home. These are custom-made chairs, lounging chairs for this house. You have stainless steel legs, stone finish. They're heated and cooled, I believe, so you can control the temperature. And again, custom designed for the house. Have you ever seen a detail like this?
I haven't. It's really cool though that you have the integrated like hot and cold settings, because those things will get very hot during the day.
Exactly, but you know, this home is located in Los Angeles, so during winter you can also heat them up.
Exactly.
You'll get more use out of them. And then you have a fire pit in front of it and your views are wide open. Los Angeles right in front of you. Now granted, it's a little hazy today, but you can see all the way to the Pacific Ocean from this property. In fact, Cody, go back for a second. Let's show everyone the vastness of this infinity edge pool. You have this darker finish. Look at my backdrop.
It doesn't look real. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And again, you can interact with the city. Your grand living room just opens up to the outdoors. I mean, the view I'm looking at right now is just insane. And going to the other side, rest of the backyard. Like we saw earlier, we have the foyer also opening up, that elegant seating area. And there you go, you can see the house right behind me. You have all these steel structural elements, cantilevering balconies, beautiful wood paneling, a lot of unique, organic, strong materials coming together to create a one-of-a-kind home.
When you look at the exterior of this house, you see brass, you see stone, you see wood on the exterior. When you step into the house, you have marbles, you have brass, you have wood, and a lot of rugs and fabrics to make it even warmer for the interior. The furniture is part of the procurement process, and every furniture that you see here was already installed on the 3D renderings. When you look at the custom elements that we create, you can see the exposed travertine, and not just exposed travertine, then we go into the very complicated lines, connection of materials, and all of that is to create a more visually enjoyable element. And on our lower level, we went even further and created something absolutely outstanding.
Now let's go check out the lower level of this property. Off of the landing, we have the staircase, elevator, and it opens up to an amazing 8-car gallery. And I say 8 conservatively, you can probably park more cars here, and we have some incredible cars behind Cody. But before we talk about that, follow me this way. Lower level is pretty much all open, and it flows to this section where you can stage it as a gym. It has a beautiful circular light box design above, plaster ceiling, and this entire room seamlessly opens up to the outdoors, so you can have your indoor gym equipment here, outdoor gym equipment on this side. It could also be a great yoga deck. I also appreciate that the flooring here is the same with the indoors, so there's continuity. You can do a lot with this space.
You can do a lot with this space. If you have a big party, it can be an extension of the garage. Like you said, a gym. There's so many options.
Beautiful light box. You can park your car here as well. Your garage just flows to the space. And then you look over here and you have another glass enclosed section, and this door opens up to your spa. The stone installation here between the floors, the walls, and how this Rosa Levante marble is showcased in this space, it's phenomenal. I just want to walk in and appreciate the stonework here. That's all. In fact, it's incorporated to the makeup area here. You have a beautiful mirror wall with a circular lighting, some lounging chairs, same wood paneling. Room has a lot of warmth to it. There's also a built-in curtain here if you want to close it off from the garage and have a little bit more privacy. And then on the other side, we have two different rooms. The first one, which is behind this beautiful concealed door, opens up to a full bathroom. Let's go have a quick look. Again, the same marble is here on the floors with the vanity. You have plaster walls, your spacious walk-in shower. And again, it's like a curated jewelry piece with a bench. And then you walk back to the entry of the bathroom and look at the fabrication here. The cuts, vein matching. And Cody, let's get a close-up. Look at the countertop here. All these different cuts, sections for your soaps, your candles, beautiful brushed nickel fixture, branded towels. What a vanity.
It's crazy, especially for a spa. Like, this is a secondary area. It's not even the primary, and so much attention to detail has gone into it.
So much attention to detail. Well said. And wait till you see the steam shower, which is on the other side. And look at the fabrication here. The cuts on the walls. This kicked out bench section, meaning it's actually separate from the wall, and the chisel front, the stonework, your fixtures here, and even the ceiling is beautifully tiled with the same marble. It's insanity, and I love that they picked one stone and they clad the entire shower with it, because within this marble you have so much vein structure, so much color variation, and it makes the space feel very rich, very sophisticated. This is a tasteful bathroom. I love this.
I do too. Super tasteful.
So tasteful. All right, now let's leave the spa so we can continue our tour with the lower level. I want to bring everybody back to the 8-car gallery and take it all in. Look at the volume here, the vastness of the space, and we have some incredible cars here. To my right, we have 3 different Porsches that we will talk about in a second. And to our left, we have this beautiful convertible speedster and a motorbike. It's a really cool car.
It's super cool. What year is that from?
That I actually don't know. We'll put it on the screen. But it's a perfect California car.
Definitely.
And then on the other side, look at our lineup. GT3 Touring, that's manual. Then we have a GT3 here, 911 Turbo S. It's a strong lineup, but if I were to choose one of these cars, I would actually pick this GT3 Touring. I love the color. It's manual. I love manual cars. On top of that, on the interior, we have a beautiful LV back designed by Takashi Murakami. Complements the car so well. Looks stunning, looks understated. And then on this side, we have a beautiful GT3. Look at that spoiler. Obviously, these cars are really, really popular and in demand right now. And then on the left, we have a 911 Turbo S. It's considered to be an almost perfect car, maybe too perfect, because it drives so well. It is so incredibly engineered. Looks beautiful in this garage. But again, if I were to choose one, I would choose the Touring. Which one would you choose?
I think I would have to agree with you. I really love the color of the Touring. The interior is beautiful. I don't know, is it taboo to put a spoiler on a Touring?
That I don't know. I think the Touring has this more minimalist design rather than having a spoiler. It's still a GT3.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have the performance, but something about the way this car looks, it just hits the spot for me.
It's so pretty. I can't drive a manual, but I'll take it.
You're like, I'll take it. Now let's talk about the flooring and this garage design for a second. We saw this Piatra gray marble on the Motorcourt as well. And yes, you heard me correctly. The entire lower level and the Motorcourt is covered with this beautiful marble and in a herringbone pattern. Now, in case you're wondering how they get this marble to not crack, each one of these pieces are 4 cm, so they're very thick. On top of that, marble can be slippery, right? That's why, Cody, let's get a close up here. Look at the herringbone pattern and how some of these pieces have the texture. That's for your car to have a grip.
Ah.
It's super cool. That's how they have it on the driveway as well. And again, only Max Nobel and his team would clad an entire garage and a Motorcourt with marble. looks beautiful, and you may think we're done with the lower level, but we are not. There's actually a door here opening up to the left wing, and we still have so much more to see. Now, this is the main staircase off of the foyer coming down to this level. Below that is a steel case planter with some olive trees to bring life to this section. To my right, we have a few rooms that we're gonna see later, but now I wanna bring everybody's focus to the seating area here, which is exquisite, so beautiful. Look at that gaming table. This seating area with this built-in brass attachment is so different, so chic. And I just love how this brass section anchors the seating area here. And then you go to the other side, it is finished in this beautiful green suede, looks very comfortable. And then we have the gaming table here. Look at the details. These glass attachments, the entire thing is steel framed between the fabrication, built-in lighting, glass top. Such a cool piece.
Such a cool piece. When I first saw it, I almost thought it was like a roulette table, and then you look closer and you see the crystals, and then you have like the cards and the chips and everything. It's a super unique table.
It's playful, it's different, has a little bit of a retro feel that is complemented with these beautiful chairs. Great lounging seating area, and look at our backdrop. Look at the ceiling. You have wood paneling, exposed steel beams, LED lighting, so you get that nice warm but industrial feel. And then you pivot to the other side and you can see that they brought the wavy brass pattern also here, has some mood lighting attached to it as well. And then you go over here to the built-in section. It's nicely decorated. Cody, let's get a close-up. The entire back is wrapped with suede, and then you have beautiful mood lighting. It's really nice. And now I have a surprise for everyone. I don't think you know this one either, Cody. Ready?
Show me. Oh.
There's a speakeasy bar on this side that is stone fabricated with some open shelving. It's just nicely tucked in, right? When you're done, nobody knows.
Very cool.
It's right here.
I like that when you close it, the lights turn back on too.
Exactly. It's a nice touch. Now, Cody, let's go to the other side so we can show everyone the secondary seating area here, which is more of a lounge. We got a comfortable couch here. Love these two chairs. Your TV, again, your wood paneling. There's even a small wine cellar right there. But more importantly, sliding glass doors open up. Another patio space on the lower level where you can enjoy the views. And look at this opening. Look at the lower level of this property. It looks unreal.
It's super impressive, honestly.
Super impressive, so curated. The finishes, details, it is such a rare offering. And we have another concealed door here opening up to another guest suite. Gets great natural light, has a full bathroom, and it also opens up to the same patio that I just walked out. I wanted to point that out. And with that, we're done with the lounging section here. Now we have two more exciting rooms to see. Door number one opens up to a powder bathroom. We have book-matched marble floors, book-matched marble walls with these aesthetic cuts, massive circular mirror right in the center with LED perimeter lighting, your toilet, additional countertop space, fabricated vanity, and this glass box design that's backlit. That's the staircase at Max's property in Beverly Hills. Oh. So that's a beautiful frame and an interesting way to light up or bring additional light to a powder bathroom. And then when we go out and open the door that's next to us, it takes us to the screening room. Now, over the last 5 years, we've seen so many different movie theaters, screening rooms, but I don't think we've ever seen a space like this in a residential home. You have a massive sunken seating area, screen on this side, room is very minimalist, nicely insulated, and this is your screening room. How cool is this?
It's so cool. I'm a big fan of these conversation pits, and seeing one in a theater just makes so much sense.
It does make so much sense. I'm assuming you can accommodate 10 to 12 people very comfortably. Again, you still get your massive screen, built-in speakers, and it's just a different take for a movie theater, but it works, it makes sense, it complements the unique contemporary aesthetic of this home. And we talked about Max's project in Beverly Hills. That's what we have on the screen right now. And over the last few years, we toured his project in Hidden Hills. We toured this project in Beverly Hills. And now we are here in Hollywood Hills touring another one of his projects. It's been amazing to be part of his stories, part of his incredible projects that he built over the years. And I have to say the lower level of this home certainly lives up to the rest of the property.
When I started to design this house, the only thing I didn't want to do is the white walls and the white marble fireplace. That was the main inspiration what not to do. So from that, we went into the earthy colors, we went into the industrial feel mixed with the very warm materials to make it cozy, but at the same time make it modern. Some of the materials that we chose are Grigio Italia, marble on the floor, which brings it a little bit of a cold feeling, but at the same time we have travertine to balance it towards the warm side. You can see the reclaimed wood on the ceilings, which brings the industrial feel. You can see the hot roll steel metal plates on the front of the kitchen, which is also a warm but at the same time industrial feel. So when you go on the top level, where we have all the bedrooms, the earthy colors becomes more pronounced. So you can have a more welcome feeling, feels more cozy, and this is all about the views.
All right, now let's go check out the top floor of this property where we have the 3 guest suites. Behind Cody, we have a long hallway that takes you to the primary bedroom. We'll tour that last. To my right, we have the junior primary bedroom, and behind me is the 3rd guest suite. Let's go inside. What I like about this room is the fact that it's all the way at the right wing, so it feels very cozy. You have dark hardwood floors, king size bed. They brought the same burgundy marble to this bedroom as well, so you have beautiful textures, wood paneling, window treatments. And to my left, there's a picture window that faces the backyard, and over on the other side, we have the sliding glass doors opening up to an outdoor space. Now, the top floor of this property and the way it's built has a retaining wall, and thanks to that retaining wall, they managed to get all this private outdoor space located on the back side of the property. And in fact, primary bedroom and this bedroom opens up to the back as well. Now, rest of the details here, beautiful furnishings, bedside tables, and Cody, let's pan to this side. We have an open bathroom design, and look at the fabrication here. Again, it's the same marble. Sink is incorporated, it's all glass. You have your Jesse fixture here, glass countertop over on this side, beautiful light fixture. What a design. And then to my right, we have the walk-in closet, all Remedicio. And then over here, we have the rest of the bathroom. The marble fabrication here is stunning on the floors, on the walls, with all these trim and bevel details. Then you have your rain head open shower design with a fabricated bench, toilet to the left, everything is book matched, beautiful bathroom. And now let's jump back to the landing so we can continue our tour with the junior primary bedroom, which is to our right, and we're gonna flow right in. Same dark hardwood floors are also here, and off of this entry we have the walk-in closet. Again, it's all Remedicio, beautiful contemporary glass fronts. Cabinetry is very sleek. We have the light box design above. Definitely a good use of space. And going back to the hallway, you can see the marble wall that wraps into the bathroom. But first, let's focus on the bedroom itself. You have your king size bed, beautiful partition wall separating a nice bar area that's behind the bed. But the way this room is designed, how the bed is centered, opens up to the balcony. Room is really cozy with the plaster ceiling. The furnishings, these bedside tables. And Cody, why don't you walk to the other side so we can showcase this bar that's behind the headboard, discreetly hidden. It's just a cool feature, your wall paneling. And then we have 2 bathrooms within this bedroom suite. First one is right behind me, marble floors throughout, open walk-in shower, and off of this entry, we have this beautiful fabricated vanity. I think we've talked about every single vanity in this house. It's hard not to, because every single one of them, the sink design is different. And that's what I like about it. Each one of the rooms get a feel, get an identity of their own. And I mean, look at this walk-in shower. Again, beautiful fabricated marble walls. It's all book match. Your elegant fixtures, massive rain head. And this is not even the only bathroom you get, because on the other side, they have another open bathroom design. Actually, Cody, why don't you go to the other side so everybody can get a feel and a scale of this bathroom. The amount of work that went into the space between these fabricated marble walls that are all book matched, by the way, and this marble freestanding tub. They probably had to crane this in. You know those Pinterest photos that you see of these like beautiful spaces? You almost think they're AI.
Yeah.
They cannot be real. I feel
This
like
is one of these.
This is one of these. It looks insane. And I just love that between the floors, the walls, and the tub, it's all the same stone.
Yeah,
Exactly. They just use the same material and really embraced it. Beautiful fixtures. Look at the vanity here with these dark sinks. Again, these bronze fixtures complement and contrast so nicely with these walls, the portal design here, and your two floating mirrors with LED lighting. This is insane. And then when you're done with your bathroom, you just walk outside to these views. It's unreal. Now, let's jump back to the landing one more time so we can continue our tour with the rest of this floor. Now, the bridge takes us to the primary bedroom, and to our left, we have this beautiful travertine wall and a concealed door here. If you look closely, there's also a fingerprint reader, and we'll showcase later where this door opens up to. Now, to our left, we have another door that opens up to the laundry room, 2 washers, 2 dryers, and continuing this way, we're now on the bridge that looks down to the grand living room. The volume here, the space with all these modern lights, picture frame facing the view. This is a great spot for you to just stop, take all this architecture in, and enjoy this property as you're walking towards the primary bedroom. Again, it's also nice that the bridge is separating the 2 guest suites that we just toured from the primary bedroom. And this is the main staircase. We have skylights above, nice welcome up to your bedroom. And you have to take one more corner and open up this pivot door to walk into the primary bedroom suite. As you walk into this room, the first thing you recognize is how vast this entire space is. We have a seating area, bed is to our left, and beautiful textures throughout. You got your gorgeous hardwood floors. The travertine that we've been seeing throughout, they also brought it to this section. Then you have this brass screen detail and an elegant, comfortable seating area. Your couch, 2 leather chairs, and another indoor fire pit. Again, custom designed by Nobel LA. And look at the fabrication here, how unique this piece is. And the rest of the room, you have beautiful plaster ceiling, mirror walls, art pieces, and a gorgeous king-size bed. Between the bed frame, bedside tables, beddings, textures, all the way to the ceiling mount light fixtures. This is a beautiful space. I mean, can you imagine laying down on this bed, going to sleep, waking up to this incredible view, because right behind Cody, we have sliding glass doors fully pocketing in and opening this space to breathtaking views of the city all the way to the Pacific Ocean. This is beautiful. Look at the volume, look at the warmth here.
It's so cool. It's almost like a hotel suite too, the same way that you have all of the controls right by your bedside. It's super intuitive and it's just so well thought out.
Well thought out, well said, Cody. And like you just mentioned, these rooms feel like guest suites, hotel suites. Everything is curated, well thought out. I also like these switches as well. They're from Meljag. They have it throughout the property. And again, looking at some of the details here, furnishings, this bed frame, the leather stitching with these bedside tables, this is beautiful. They have the same travertine wall on the back, but you have this unique kind of chiseled section here. Beautiful bedroom, doesn't end here. You have your window treatments throughout, and you flow straight to the back side of the bed where we have an exquisite bar. Travertine was also extensively used for the space between the back wall, countertops, fabricated sink, and then we have the ceiling mount floating shelf design here. Beautiful modern cabinetry. You have a fridge, coffee station. Such a nice space. This is all dedicated for your bedroom.
It's super nice. Again, kind of like that hotel suite theme. You don't have to leave. You have everything you need in arm's reach.
Exactly. Beautiful room. Please follow me this way. We have so much more to see. Now we're wrapping around the bed, and we're gonna come to this side. We have beautiful paneling here, and you may assume that it's just paneling, but it's not. There's a discreet door here opening up to your bathroom, and this bathroom is out of this world. So many different zones to see. First, we're gonna open this door to a powder bathroom. marble floors with this lettered finish, your fabricated vanity with this unique sink, plaster walls, and look at the wood paneling detail here. How they kept it a little shallow, it's not touching the ceiling, but then you have mood lighting around. And we've been seeing this pattern throughout the property, and we're gonna see more later as well. And we also have candles here, Toto toilet, smells incredible, and it's just the toilet area for the bathroom. Now you go in, to our left, you have the first walk-in shower and steam shower. I feel like I'm having a hard time describing some of these spaces. Look at the stonework, the complication, how they have the leather finish on one side and this bevel finish on the other side. Rain head above, Jesse fixtures, built-in bench that is pushed back from the wall so you have some dimension. This is your steam shower and your walk-in shower, and we have another one on the other side. Again, I'm gonna do my best to cover all the details. Now, you can see the bathroom here. We have some insane vanities, freestanding tub, but first we wanna cover what's to our left, which is the first walk-in closet. As expected, the millwork here is impeccable. Look at all these open shelves. They're at an angle, so it's a perfect place for you to showcase your shoes. You have some built-in lighting, recessed lights above. There's a mirror section here, which is basically some hanger space. And Cody, I know you also don't know this as well. Ready?
Another
one.
Oh.
And there's another door here, opening up to arguably the coolest walk-in closet section we've ever toured on this channel. Welcome to your jewelry store. Welcome to your little boutique that is all custom fabricated with watch winders. You have drawers that are suede wrapped. Wow. I mean, what a place for you to keep your jewelry, keep your accessories. It's fun. That's what I love about it. It's like bringing a little piece of an exquisite boutique into your home. How cool is this?
It's almost like a vault. I mean, you have 2 layers of doors to get through as well.
Exactly. Door number 1, and now look, you just close it, lights turn on, there you go. It's in there.
No one would ever know.
No one would know. Now back to the bathroom. Look at these standalone vanities. The brass fabrication, marble countertops, and these unique sinks. How they fabricated or shaved the stone in a way to create this gradual slope where you have your faucet, and I have to do this, let's see. How satisfying is that?
You gotta love it, honestly.
Gotta love it, and knowing Max, I have to talk about this detail in case the person who's gonna get this house doesn't like these vanities. Max actually fabricated another piece with a different sink design in case this is not for them. Personally, I would keep these. I love this minimalist design. It's gradual. It almost makes your morning experience or your vanity experience fun.
Yeah, it's exciting and it's just a cool party trick.
It is a cool party trick. And speaking of party tricks, look at this marble freestanding tub.
It's insane.
It's carved out, it's beautiful, has a nice lip design. Then you have this marble back wall with these rose gold fixtures. It opens up to the outdoors, and then you turn to the other side, your walk-in shower with a rain head above. Even the rain head is nicely recessed into the ceiling. Jesse fixtures. Again, another one of those frames where you're like, is this real? How is this even real?
It's so cool. It's like not even a tub, but you have a jacuzzi swimming pool in there too. It's
Basically,
so big.
It is so big. Again, craned in. I can only imagine how heavy this piece is. And Cody, let's go to the other side. We have beautiful marble walls, water closet here with another shallow wall design, feature wall with backlighting. You can see the plaster details a little bit more because of all this mood lighting. And you may think that's it for the bathroom. It's not, because we have this door opening up to the main closet. Please take it all in. This has to be one of the most impressive walk-in closets I've ever seen in any home. Not only is it a very spacious walk-in closet, but the way it's designed, how it's curated, and how every single surface features a unique material. I mean, look at the metal framing here. Then all these shelves are leather wrapped. You have your open shelving. It's all leather wrapped as well. Built-in LED lighting, and then in the center we have this beautiful island design with a glass top. Perfect place for you to feature your watches, jewelry. Every single drawer is leather wrapped all Remedicio. Cody, let's show this section as well. All open shelving. Even down below, you have some mood lighting. And then you go to the other side, and this is the part 2 of this walk-in closet. Island design in the center, all this Remedicio cabinetry, built-in lighting. And Cody, you and I saw this cabinetry in Dubai.
We did.
Look at these drawers. Isn't this insane? It's like a beautiful, exquisite handbag.
It's so cool to look at. It's just so smart and chic.
It is so satisfying too. Look how smooth that hardware is.
Wow.
Done. And now let's focus on the island that's behind me. You have the travertine section here, glass section on this side. Again, beautiful place for you to showcase your jewelry. Let me open up these drawers.
Ooh.
This is such an impressive walk-in closet. More open shelving here. It's actually ceiling and floor mount with these glass shelves. Beautiful closet. And on top of that, it opens up to the outdoors. Like I said earlier, this property is situated on a hillside, and thanks to this massive retaining wall to my right, they managed to push the hillside to create this amazing outdoor space, and that's how they get the first guest suite and the entire primary bedroom to open up to the outdoors. We also have an outdoor shower here, and following this section, it takes us to a really unique area, an area that is dedicated to the primary bedroom. Look at this massive steel I-beam and how they have this frame just to hang this floating lounging bed. Super cool space, glass railing throughout, City of Los Angeles right in front of us. It's been amazing touring this property and getting a chance to hear Max's story. They spent over 9 years designing and building this property, and it shows, and we feel honored that we got the opportunity to tour this home and share it with all of you.
I think that the most challenging part is to get to the finish line. I know a lot of developers, a lot of people in this business who cannot take it to the finish line because something goes wrong, and trust me, there is a lot of things that can go wrong. People see these projects as just beautiful homes that appear on the channel, and you just watch it and you don't even understand how much you invest into it, how much tears and sweat go into each project that is finished and actually done.
I think in a way you have to be fearful. It's kind of like walking into the ring and not being afraid of your opponent. You have to be a little bit afraid, right? And then when you get in, eyes wide open, and you know you're getting into a project that could take 5 or 7 years to develop, but you believe in it. It's teams and teams of people putting it all together. And I think that having these teams of people work together in unison is what creates this kind of product. But you have to be calm, calculated, you have to have the right capital partners. And I think all of those ingredients together are what makes a successful project and a profitable project in the end, when everybody is at the table and understanding what their role is and how to get it to the finish line.
You have to be a dreamer to start it. You have to be a dreamer to be in this part of the profession. But at the same time, you need to work hard and has a strong resilience through the years to make it reality.
So how do you describe Max? He's the most uncanny designer you'll ever meet. I think he transcends the stereotype. He's a 6'6" man, and I think that typically that's not who you imagine your designer to be, but a very stylish one. And what's interesting is that the attention to the next best thing that he has to kind of be ahead of the curve. Sometimes he creates designs and implements them into our projects, and they become popular in a year. So I think I could say visionary.
Next for me is focusing on my design projects with Nobel LA. We have a lot of beautiful homes coming one by one, and I have an amazing team that is passionate about what we do and make each project very special. So that's something that I'm really proud of, and I can say that it was not easy, but we made it.
Now that you know what it took to build this home, would you do it again?
Yeah.
You would?
What else you do?
That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't know if I would say yes to that. And this is the point of the entire video. And what should be admired is taking a financial and fiscal responsibility of a project this size and working with every issue and every challenge that comes your way with enthusiasm. From the days I got into real estate and design and develop properties, I grew a unique fascination for homes. And that same journey brought us to this point where I can appreciate, be a part of, and have the honor to bring some of these stories to life. Max Nobel is someone that I got to know on that journey, someone who I can call a friend, and in turn has been someone who's now influenced my life, my path, and the people around me. And it's moments like this where there's so much meaning, love, and vision that fuels us for what's the next phase of our lives. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour, and thank you all so much for joining us on another episode. The property is stunning. There's no doubt about it. Every single room, every single corner feels so special and cared for, and I'm really glad we got the opportunity to tour it and share it with all of you. Now, I want to give big thanks to Max Nobel and his team at Nobel LA for making this tour possible. More information about this stunning estate will be in the description of this video. And lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.